So the next thing is that we understand that what you believe determines what your quality of life is going to be, not how much money you have. So individuals who basically don't believe that they're worthy and that they should have a high quality life, regardless of how much money they have, they catch hell every day. And most of you all spend your time watching it on TV, because that's what those stories are about. Dallas, all those things. Those are about people who have tons of money and live in hell every day. They can't trust people. Their kids still get sick and die. The whole bit, because money does not deal with any of that. Because it is a state of consciousness. So that means then that you can decide how much money you want to make, when you want to make it, and how you're going to have it, because that's what that is all about. It's a state of consciousness. The individual can take a rock from a beach and put 2 eyeballs on it and stick some little felt feet on it and make $1 million and call it a pet rock. So now, somebody else can do something so ingenious as make a satellite and be poor. Now, what's the difference? And it's a state of consciousness. I mean, personally, in my opinion, I think I have more respect for the ingenuity in a satellite. Somebody going to a beach and taking a rock and putting some eyeballs on it and some felt feet and making $1 million, and the person who makes a satellite is penniless.
It's been incredible. We mailed our first pet rocks to the stores October 1st, and by Christmas we'll have sold well over 1 million units. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen.
I look at Coca-Cola as a wonderful example of that. Stuff is totally worthless, has done more damage on the planet than most anything I can identify. People wait outside in line in the morning for Coke. Can't live without it. Things are everywhere. I was up in the jungles in Mexico, and the road was about this big, and we had to weave into the mountain to let a big Coca-Cola truck come. You couldn't see houses for miles because it's all jungle. These people live in huts, but they know Coca-Cola is. And so my thing was, how does something this worthless have such a famous name and everybody wants it? And the reason why is because of the state of consciousness of the marketing people at Coca-Cola. It has nothing to do with the worth of it and value of it, and does it do anything good for mankind? It does none of that. It's a state of consciousness. So you make a living based on your state of consciousness. And if you don't believe that you can make a living being happy and doing wonderful things, etc., enjoying life, then you won't. And if you think that you basically have to be enslaved and you got to do something that you don't want to, etc., because of whatever your work ethic is that you've been handed down, then that's what you have to live under. But everybody doesn't live like that. You have people that do nothing but play basketball all day, and they're millionaires, play golf, bowl. Some people do nothing but draw and paint all day. Some people do nothing. They just go travel. They make money in all kinds of ways. So the key is that you have to learn that it is your state of consciousness that's determining all of this. See, anytime you go to a job every day and tell a lie like that, you have a will to fail. Anytime you basically say that you want companionship and you want a nice man, and then you turn around with the same mouth and say there's no good men and they can't be trusted, you have a will to fail. Anytime that you would say that you'd rather have part of your body removed as opposed to actually figuring out what you can do to keep yourself whole, you have a will to fail. So success is basically what is important to you.
I do have a formula, Mr. Pierce.
Delusions of grandeur.
I don't have delusions of grandeur. I have an actual recipe for grandeur.